In the spiritual history of this country, I'm mentioning this country, not in terms of me being a citizen of this country. I'm mentioning this country as one culture or one civilization which has invested maximum towards the inner development of the human being for millennia. Large-scale involvement of people. Various types of devices, tools and technologies which are subjective in nature have been developed and have evolved. So, as a civilization, this civilization invested heavily on this aspect in the past. But in the last nearly 800 years, because of invasions and natural loss that happens over a period of time, variety of reasons, we can't blame anybody. Variety of reasons, yes, people have done cruel things, but still, it's our choice how we want to be. Just because somebody took away our bread, somebody took away our wealth, does not mean we have to throw away our beings. But in reaction, people do that sometimes and it's happened. But still, the technologies of well-being are still very much there. So I'm in the process of devising a tool which could be easily disseminated to everybody and everybody will find it reasonably easy for them to practice, whichever conditions they are in. But if the whole world, at least the adult world, can close their eyes for 10-12 minutes a day, world will be transformed, believe me. Ten minutes a day, without either scratching myself or scratching somebody, if you can simply sit here, it's a huge transformation. If the entire population does this, there is a phenomenal possibility for human beings. So, this is a tremendous possibility for an individual person. And the individual person is the most important thing in the universe. Not as a personality, but as a being, as a life. Because only through this, anything else can happen. What doesn't happen here is not going to happen in the world, isn't it? What doesn't happen here will not happen in your family, will not happen in the world. Everybody is aspiring that something will happen in the world which doesn't happen within myself. It will never happen because there is no such thing as world, it's just you and me. And anyway, this is a very important step in the world, not that everything is going to change, at least the narrative can shift to some extent. Right now, from this beginning of the coming year, India is holding the presidency for G20. No. What this means is, for 1 year, India has the presidency for G20 means these are 20 big nations in the world, which amounts for 84% of world's GDP, 75% of world's international trade, and 2/3 of the world's population. That's literally the world. So, One of those events will happen here, probably in this hall. Now, this is first time probably that it's happening in a spiritual center. This is important because for the first time, India is beginning to recognize that this is important in our culture. Till now, it was not recognized. So, the theme that they chose for the G20 presidency for this year is One Earth, One Family, One Future. Well, that is consciousness as a moral principle, but it's okay, it's a good beginning. It's not everything, but at least if these top 20 nations think of one earth, one family and one future, even if a small percentage of their thought process begins in this direction, for the amount of power that they hold, because they're deciding all the best things and the worst things that happen in the planet is because of these 20 nations. But the important thing is this, that in terms of raising human consciousness, everything is beginning to fall together. Will we have the striving to push it? Will we have the necessary commitment to continuously push it so that in this generation we will see at least a few percentage points of change in how human beings look at each other, how human beings experience each other. This can be done